This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com, back for my weekly review of the points I find interesting in Dave Meltzer's Wrestling Observer newsletter. The big news of the week, I guess it was Sting's retirement. Sting, who is basically one of the nicest guys in wrestling, one of the biggest stars of all time, turns 65 soon, and he's going to have his retirement match just a few weeks before his 65th birthday. It's going to be the AEW Revolution pay-per-view, which is either going to be in late February or March. He's had 22 matches since joining AEW. He has retired a few times before. In wrestling, you can never really call a retirement, but if this is going to be the official retirement match, let's hope that it's a big thing in a big arena. A lot of people thought it was going to be at Wembley Stadium. But then again, how much of a career has Sting actually had in England? So it'll be interesting to see where it takes place. In other AEW news, I'll start with AEW today. The October 14th Collision taping in Toledo had almost 4,000 people there because they cut ticket prices down to $10 and $20 when it got closer to the event, which greatly helped ticket sales. Apparently, the October 18th Dynamite in Rosenberg, Texas, which is about 35 minutes from Houston, also sold 2,000 tickets in the last 6 days, moving tickets down to $10. So they had a total of 3,923 in the building. Why don't they just start by making tickets more reasonable? Because now people are going to wait until closer to the event. This happened in Hamilton too. There was very poor ticket sales in Hamilton, Ontario. Then they made $10 tickets a week or two before. Why not just make them more reasonable all the way through? But whatever. Impact gives away tickets, so $10 is better than nothing. But ticket prices these days for stuff is ridiculous. Orient Express in the Hall of Fame 2024. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Piper is doing well. She appeared in a YouTube short video earlier this week. She's with me on my birthday. Now in WWE news, apparently Ari Emanuel, the head of the TKO company, the UFC and WWE merger, removed Vince McMahon from creative and put Paul Levesque in complete control. Only a few weeks into the new company, where he had said that before the ink was dry on the contract, they were making it seem like Vince would still be in charge of creative and he would defer to Vince in any disagreement, since Vince was the wrestling expert. But apparently, with stock prices diving due to mainly actually a new TV deal only going up a 40% increase when they were expecting it to be a lot more, they wanted to make a change. Now, of course, ratings haven't been great. I think for SmackDown's moving to USA. And if you remember, SmackDown was expected to be a 1 rating. And I think they only did a 1 rating in the 5 years, maybe the first episode, which had The Rock on it. So why would you give them an increase? So they're going to be back on USA. Apparently, Raw has not come to a new TV deal yet. And AEW has not come to a new TV deal yet. Tammy Sitch's attorneys are trying to get her sentence reduced due to mental health issues. There's no doubt that her mental health issues had to do with her addiction issues. And this was related to the manslaughter case of killing a guy driving while intoxicated. Apparently, WWE is not expecting The Rock to face Roman Reigns at this year's WrestleMania in Philadelphia. Former WWE Tag Team Champion and former Great North Wrestling Canadian Champion, Davey Boy Smith Jr., had surgery this week to remove part of his colon that had diverticulitis, sorry, same thing that Brock Lesnar had, and also appendicitis at the same time. Jerry Lawler, WWE Hall of Famer, made an appearance at a Memphis football game last week that involved Coco Beware as well, who I have an interview with on this channel. The WWE SmackDown tapings in Tulsa had 9,800 paid. And apparently Roman Reigns versus LA Knight is going to be at Crown Jewel. And someone's just asking me my opinion of LA Knight. I don't really watch. He's like, I think he's very, very talented. And when I met him, he seems like a great guy. And I congratulate him on his success. Is there ever going to be a Harris Brothers and Nails interview? Probably. I would expect so. For some reason, WWE is not coming to Montreal at the end of the year. They usually go to Montreal, but they're going to Quebec City instead. And they're doing the small arena in Toronto. Toronto has 5,000 tickets pre-sold for their December 29th event. Raw in Oklahoma City this week had 6,800 paid. NWA, this is big news for them. They got a TV deal with the CW network that's going to get them not only a wrestling TV show, but a reality TV show. Yeah, he does take a lot from The Rock and Stone Cold. Good for him. Everybody takes something from everybody. Good for him. You know why I like him? Because he's earned his success. He's toiled on the indies for years. I believe he was also at the WWE tryout in 2009 that I was at when he was first hired. I don't know if he was hired from that tryout or not, but he had a little development run that didn't last very long because Bill DeMott and him had issues, and he went to Impact, had great success, and now he's finally getting his run here. Thank you, sir, for following me. I appreciate it. Yes, haven't been as active as I usually am lately, but I'm going to get back at it. In other news, there's no more boxing on HBO or Showtime, which leaves only ESPN. And their top-ranked show is the only boxing show on a major TV station. UFC has made a deal with Saudi Arabia where there's going to be at least one pay-per-view a year there, headlined by at least one championship match from this year till 2026. Paramount was looking at selling Bellator, and now that they're getting rid of boxing on Showtime, they're the parent company of Showtime, it's very likely that Bellator will be sold, but without the TV deal, it's going to make them less valuable. And yeah, it's going to be Reigns versus LA Knight at Crown Jewel. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, do I think NXT will get its own TV deal? I would. They're pushing NXT so much lately. It probably will. Yeah. Who is Sting going to wrestle in his retirement match? That remains to be seen. Appreciate all your guys' support. I wish you all a wonderful weekend.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button.